I'm Fatima Gaby from the School of Tourism and Hospitality, and today's guest is Chef Beatrice. Hi, and welcome.
Hi Fatima, thank you. It's great to be here.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us on our series on inspirational women in the hospitality industry. Chef Beatrice, in particularly, I wanted you to join me on this series for a very special reason, because I find in the hospitality industry, it's very hard for people to adapt. I find that the hospitality industry, people are so stuck in their ways, and it's difficult for them to change. And you find this particularly in the pandemic. On social media, I've been watching you in your business and how your entrepreneurial journey has just been changing, and you've adapted so well. Your concept of your business is amazing.
I'm honored.
Would you like to tell us a bit of how you've come about?
Yeah, just a bit of background where I come from. I'm traditionally not from the hospitality space. I come from corporate. I used to work for a bank most of my life there. 16 years I was in a bank, obviously different departments, different areas. And then end of 2012 I resigned and decided I'm going to chefing school. And then for 2 years I did the full diploma. And then when I graduated, the next day I did short courses because I felt I don't know much as yet about the industry. And then end of 2015, I started my business. It's been a journey. 2016, 2017, 2018, things were good. The economy was still booming. We were busy almost every day. And then beginning of 2019, things started changing. As we saw, big companies started cutting costs, scaling down, and most of our clients were corporate. So our business also took a knock, and we had to start changing how we're doing things at the time. Then the pandemic came. Yeah, something that we're not prepared for. We did not envisage. We've never encountered a pandemic before ever in our country. And obviously we got affected in a big way. So we looked at things and we said, it's either we adapt to the environment and change, reinvent the way we do things, or we die. And that's exactly what we did. As you can see, we used to supply our services to weddings, big corporates, funerals. The country was busy. We had events going up everywhere. So we used to do that. And then that stopped. And when the country shut down, I realized if we're not working, we're gonna starve. And then we started a bakery. We started baking. We actually started baking end of Feb. Because I also run an Airbnb, by the way. So most of my clients started canceling. I mean, I had clients who were supposed to come from Belgium, some from Canada, and they said, no, we can't come, there's Corona. And I'm like, huh? What is Corona? So I started doing research and I realized, oh, trouble is coming. So February, I started to bake. I mean, on the day that we were going on lockdown, that Thursday, I remember, we baked about 4,038 liters of scones. People came to collect and we delivered. And then everything just fell into place. We were baking every day. The whole lockdown, number 5, number 4, we just baked and baked, delivered to people because I had the permit. So I could go and deliver. Unfortunately, I only had one person that I could work with because everybody was at home. So I worked from morning till night, woke up 3 o'clock, baked, delivered, come back, collect stuff, baked, delivered till 8 o'clock at night. So that's how we were able to open our doors. And then when level 3 hit, 2 of our staff members came back. And then we thought, you know what guys, people still need food and they're tired of cooking it all. Let's do home cooked meals. We did home cooked meals. We advertised on Facebook. We don't have money for big advertising. Facebook, believe me, it works. Facebook, Instagram. And then we started advertising on home cooked meals, and we delivered for the people because people were too scared to come out. So we had 2 guys who were delivering. We didn't use Uber, we didn't use Mr. Delivery. There's no money for that. So we used our 2 cars, our bike and the car, and then we delivered the food for the people. And we gave them meals that they would need at the time. Nothing fancy, but obviously we could cook good meals, healthy meals. And then with the restrictions also on events, your funerals, because those were the only sadly events that were happening. It's true, And there were restrictions, you could only accommodate 50 people, and we thought for the families to minimize interaction, people moving around, let's do pre-packs. So we cook everything at home, we pre-pack it with your wet wipes, your sanitizers, we just go, we drop it. If they want us to hand it out, we're doing that, we make sure the people take their food and they leave. So the family don't have the burden of people lingering around. So that worked well, which is still happening even now.
I see that you've also used your financial background and you've seen a need in the market, especially with the chefs, by offering food costing classes. Also,
Yes. So during the lockdown, one thing that also happened, I had people around me who started like were passing on, and that affected me obviously mentally, physically, and otherwise. So I decided to go on lockdown. I mean, I was on lockdown like 3 months, and I thought I can't just sit at home and do nothing. That's when I decided to offer the online classes. And then I offered. I noticed most of the chefs they would say, "How much should I charge?"
yeah,
And which
I see those posts
which
come on very
surprised me.
often.
How do you do your profits? How do you do your books if you don't even know how much you charge your client, your customers, how much you spending to get your ingredients? So I thought let me do a costing class because I did my costing even though I did it when I did my diploma. I also did it at SACA.
Yeah.
Over and above that. Because obviously they just teach you the basics. I did that at SACA as well. So that's what I was offering. I charged people some money and I used to do it online. That also helped a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I saw that additional to that, with your pre-packed meals that you were doing, you then started doing sharing your recipes online.
Yes.
Which was actually a very nice thing.
Yeah.
Because I think everyone started getting so bored doing their own
The same
cooking at
thing, I
home.
know. Because people say we always cook chicken, we like it, but we're tired of the way we cook. And I used to give, and what I do, I always stick to using herbs.
Yeah.
I encourage people not to use a lot of spices because herbs are more healthier, especially these days. You know, there's so much going on with the ingredients that you get. So I encourage people to use herbs like your garlic, your ginger, you know, herbs in the garden. Also to start planting their own herbs because
Yeah.
it's cheaper. So I offer those recipes, and then and then you open the doors. Then they take what they say. Beatrice, now we need a recipe for that, but I don't mind doing it.
Yeah.
You know, because that's also you building your client base.
Yeah.
At the same time, they will always remember when they want something, they can always come back to you.
I think that's the one thing that I loved about you is that every time you ordered something from you, when the dish was delicious, you always shared the recipe online.
Yes. Yes.
You're not one of those chefs that I'm not sharing my secret with you.
Secret recipe.
Yeah.
Ingredients.
You know, like everything is a secret where
Yeah.
you're very out there and open to giving anyone anything,
Yeah.
any of the recipes in that, which is such a wonderful thing, which I thank you for. You know, the butternut soup recipe and your chicken and
The chicken
everything.
recipes, yeah.
It's
I try to give
delicious.
the basic recipes that people can cook, not the fancy stuff of like
Yeah.
prawns and stuff and that, but basic things that because people now they're very financially they're stretched. So we try to give recipes that people can cook things that are in their cupboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love that I see lots of comments that the mothers are following you also.
I know.
And they're bulk cooking it and putting it in the freezers also.
Yes.
So
Even our scones,
Yeah.
we bake them to a point that you can freeze them. So if you buy a 5 liter, which is a lot, it's like 26, 28 scones, and there's like 2 people at home, you can always freeze them. And then you just take them out and put them in the oven, there you go. They will last you for a month.
So what's happening now since your Airbnb is closed down?
Yeah, I've decided not to open it.
Okay.
Yeah, because of the pandemic, I rather not. Yeah, because I stay with my daughter, even though she studies in Pretoria. She's at home at the moment. I'm like, let me not. You know, there's so much involved there in terms of how you want to determine who's fine, who's not fine, who probably was tested or not.
Yeah.
So I decided to shut it down for now until further notice. I will see end of the day how it goes. Hopefully, things will have settled in the country because Airbnb it's a good business.
Yes.
It's a good business and it's a simple concept. Just keep your house clean, be friendly, show some hospitality to your guests, and that's it.
I must say, you're absolutely amazing. So not only are you running an events company, you're doing cooking, you're doing
The cooking lessons.
because
Yes, that's one of
yeah,
my babies. We've got what we call the kids cooking club. During the holidays, we would offer cooking classes to children as young as 5 years. From 5, we teach them how to cook. We don't just teach them to draw on bread or make muffins. We teach them to cook, how to hold a knife, how to chop onion, how to cook spaghetti, how to cook meatballs. So, and then the parents actually enjoyed it, and the kids used to come. But unfortunately, due to the pandemic, I had to stop the classes. When they opened, I would advertise, and then 2 days later, we closed down again. I thought, you know what, it's okay, let me put everything on hold for now. And I thought doing online with the kids, it's also strenuous. As
yeah,
it is, they strain doing their own schoolwork. So yeah, I'll see how it goes also after September.
that's fabulous. So as you can see, Chef Beatrice has multiple things going. So it's not just one thing that she's got her hands in. So as the pandemic happens and as things keep adapting, she keeps coming up with new ideas on to keep her business going.
In the beginning, when I started, I realized that there's a lot of competition amongst the female chefs.
Yes.
This is not time for competition. It's time for us to collaborate. We collaborate, we come up, we share ideas because everyone's got different strengths. You know this area, I know that area. I mean, I come from a corporate environment. In terms of business principles, I'm more strong in that area. And other people have been in the industry for 20 years. We come together, we collaborate, we can do great things. So that's one thing also that I would encourage. Ladies, come, let's work together. The guys are doing it. We've seen it. The guys are doing it and they're doing it well. And it's something that we also need just to adapt.
That's very true. And I think that's how actually Chef Beatrice and I actually met
Yes,
along the line.
you were trying to help me because I just started in the industry. Yeah.
We actually started assisting each other and helping each other along.
Yes.
And that's how our friendship has actually developed. And I'm very proud of you. You've
No,
come
thank you.
a long way in a very short time.
Thank you. It was not easy. I must say it was not easy. I mean, starting something from scratch, leaving your job that brings you money every month, you don't have to worry about bills not being paid, to something, yeah, it was a bit scary, but I was prepared for it because it's important for you to do your research. You do your research, you do diligence, you network, go to people who've been in the business, find out how they're doing things. That also helps. And they used to tell me, Beatrice, it's not gonna be easy. You're gonna shed tears, blood, hard work, long nights, but at the end, if you're ready for it, you've got the passion, the dedication, you will make it work.
But I think there's one thing about you, Chef Beatrice, is that your passion is there continuously.
Yeah.
And I think it shows in everything that you've done.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
No, it's a pleasure, and thank you, chefs out there.
That's true.
And Fatima, please, the chef, it's important that they keep learning. You never stop learning.
Yes.
You have to stop to continue. You must read books. You must buy recipes. People who have done it. People who are successful. I mean, we don't just buy. I support local. I've got almost all the local people's books, but you need to upgrade. You need to get people who've got 5 restaurants, 6. How did they do it? You know, to see what they're offering. Because our clients' preferences have also changed. Our clients, the taste, their palate is advanced now. It's not just like giving them a chicken and beef stew. They want the yummy things also.
Yeah.
And people also are aware of their health, what they eat. We've got a lot of people who are vegetarians now, people who are vegan. So you need to upgrade your skills. You need to know what to get, ingredients, where to get them, and what to look out for. And above all, your costing. Your costing is imperative.
And I think that's the most important thing right now in our industry.
Yeah.
Is the part about food costing.
I think Saka also need to re-emphasize that, guys, we cannot be posting there being a chef, how much must that child display? People must go for classes. We need to invest in ourselves. We need self-development. It's critical. We need to spend money. How are we going to develop if you went to your culinary school 6 years or 8 years ago? Things have changed. Things change every day. We need to change as well. We need to change, adapt, change, reinvent over and over, to stay relevant.
I think that's the most important thing that this pandemic has taught us.
Yeah, it has.
If we don't change,
you die.
We don't die.
Yeah, adapt, change, or die. Yeah, so yeah, that's me, Fatima.
Oh, that's fabulous. Beatrice, thank you so much for giving us your time today and your inspiring words.
No, it's a pleasure.
And
It's a
happy
pleasure.
Women's Month to
Thank you. You too, eh? It's good to see you again.
You
It's
too.
a pleasure.
And please always come visit us at
No,
any
I will.
time.
I'm coming. I was going to come for classes, and then we keep going on and I don't want to do online. It's like I want to come. I told Precious, I want to come there. I don't want to do online. So I'm waiting and hoping when you open, I'm gonna come again.
We're definitely going to see you. And this is a little token from us
Wow.
to say keep being fabulous and
you.
never stop.
Thank you very much.
You're most
Oh,
welcome.
coming inside. Thank you.
Bye everyone.
Thank you very much for watching.